time to go, time to go, time to go. The show must go on, the show must go on. That kind of loving. Down the shades. That kind of loving, baby. Ooh, never gonna be the same. Crazy, crazy, crazy for you, baby. There you go. Wow. Ah, instructions, instruction manuals. I wonder if this thing turns on without the instructions. I don't even know if this thing has an internal battery. We'll just have to figure that out. You have to be really strong. Like, I should have invited The Rock. I should have invited Arnie. I would say Schwartzy, but he'll probably come back and kill me for saying Schwartzy. So. Steve doesn't like it when I call him Stevie, so I bet Arnold Schwarzenegger wouldn't like me calling him Schwartzy. But anyway, it requires a lot of strength to turn this, so just so you know, in case you buy this product, you might want to invite The Rock or Schwartzy or Sylvester Stallone to the party to help you out. Or if you like wrestling, you could get the Ultimate Warrior. Anybody remember the Ultimate Warrior of all times? I'm just checking out some of the stuff that came with this kit. The remote was like dirty out of the box. I don't know what that is. I don't want to take a gander or approximate what that might be. But it doesn't look good. It's not a good look. This one's fine. I love how they Coast 103.5. I love it how they provide you with nose hair removal tools in the. I'm sure that'll be very useful. Just in case, you never know when you gotta pluck something out of your ear because you're getting old or your nose. Instructions, my nemesis. So I don't know what we're gonna do with that. But look, if you press this button up here, this opens up, and inside you can put DVDs. So that's pretty cool. It does come with a DVD, so we can test that out and see if that does anything other than annoy me. Should have some games on it or something. If you had a mind to disagree. This song is very realistic. Is very realistic because it tells you that people are strange and different, and some of them like things that the church would never agree would be okay, and you just have to deal with that, unfortunately. Not everybody's the same. Not my jam, but some people do things that are unconventional. Anyhow, this is pretty cool. I was able to stick it in there, and then I do this, and it closes out. And there's a button here that does not do anything. So maybe you can't turn this on unless it's connected to the thing. The thing! There's always a thing. If you're Le Drib, the thing is drone flying, which is pretty cool. Have you seen Le Drib? You should go check out Le Drib. Le Drib. If I had a bunch of money, I would get one of the drones from. Drawing a blank right now. Rotor Riot. If I could afford one of those, I'd go for those. But one of the things that I struggle with is that most of their ready-to-fly kits are over the 250 gram thing. So I would have to ask Le Drib or somebody at Rotor Rider to help me out, and maybe down power like lower the power on some of those cool drones that they have. Be willing to pay the same price, but to have like smaller motors and perhaps a lighter battery installed or something to make it go under the 250. Plus, I don't need to do Mr. Steel kind of drone flying anyway. I just like to fly low and slow and controlled. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Some people have, just like in the song, some people just like it different. They just like it different. What are you gonna do about it? So this one is not gonna be very helpful today because we're in the car, but it's one way to power the machine. And I just forgot which one was gonna be the one that we were gonna use. The one to seal the deal. Let's see. Let's hope I was prepared enough. This is the one. The one with a thing that they call cigarette lighter. Everything is sort of like USB these days. I don't know why they still have this, but excuse me, it's because maybe some cars don't have enough USB ports. So what are you gonna do? So let's make sure that this works. I'm going to untangle this. Well, it's not really tangled, but I need one of these things to give a little bit more wire to me. Okay, there we go. That should do it. That should do it. We don't need too much because we're not planning to install this in the rear seat or anything like that. We're just testing it out to see if this thing will even turn on. So I don't know if there's an internal battery in this thing. There may not be. It is heavy enough that it could have one, but I don't know. This here is that yellow famous connector, and it goes, does that say D? I can't read that. I have 20/20 vision and it's so small. DC 12 volt maybe? Okay. I can't read that. I lied. Let's put that on the record. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. I always get in trouble somehow. There's an interesting thing here. This thing is just out there in the wild. I don't know what that's for. Again, I didn't read the instructions, so I don't know. There's a thing here. There's a slot for some kind of card here. There's another slot here for the other kinds of cards. I don't know if people still buy those. But I have no idea what's going on. This was not my favorite song by Lady Gaga. Her latest songs are really cool. Are really cool, but not this one. I'm not a big fan of revenge, so you can keep your revenge. And I like good romances. I don't like bad romances. You can keep that to yourself. Romances, bromances. They don't have a Sister Manson. I don't know. They had a Charles Manson. They didn't have Sister Mansons. I don't know what that's all about. Stick it in the plug. I stuck it in the plug. Nothing happened. I know it's getting power. Oh, power! Power to the people. Justice Team Warriors or whatever. I don't know. What's cool these days? I have no idea. It turned on. That's something. That's something about a woman. If you don't want to be friends, that's cool. I get it. It's okay. You don't have to be friends. Anyway, so this is the thing. The thing that we're working on today. So it looks like it turns on, and there it says, on the top it says hot game, puzzle game, ELA game, sport game, action game, chess game, and 8-bit game. It's got a whole bunch of options. So, the glare is unbearable. So hopefully we'll be able to connect this. If we can connect this to the Raspberry Pi. We can do some fun things in the car here. I'll wear that new invention, the one that I invented, but then the Chinese made better. I'll wear that so you guys can, like, I do live stream and I could be playing video games like Super Mario or something, you know, super low end. Maybe there's a flight simulator for this thing too that we could try, because we got PlayStations on the Raspberry Pi 0W. All kinds of stuff plays on there, even like Street Fighter. So, oh, I pressed the button by accident and this menu came up. And you got the photo, music, movie, and text. It says no device in the top. Right here it says no device, which means there's nothing plugged into the HDMI. I guess if you plug something in the HDMI, then something would pop up there too. So who knows? Who knows how that will go? But this thing has a lot of ports. Let me show you the ports. I don't know. Does the autofocus on the iPhone 13? Glorious. Meh. What do you call it? Fantabulous? I don't know. Tubulous. They used to say tubulous. I don't know if they say that anymore. It's a different time. So let me tell you some of the things that are here. You have a USB port, HDMI port. It does say AV in and AV out. You could put your headphones in there. It has a proper headphone jack, not like the iPhone. They removed the nice thing that was useful in the old ones, and they put that ridiculous lightning thing for the things they did to that phone. The iPhone 5 original was the one to go with, but then, you know, life moved on and the chefing just changed. So anyway, let's see. If I was to press on movie, let's try see what pressing. I don't know if it's a touch screen or not. If I touch, nothing happens. So maybe it's not a touch screen. Okay. If you press the V, then things change. Times change, people change, things happen. I'm kidding. I don't know what there's a V plus and a V minus. If you press the V plus, it moves to the right. If you press the V minus, it goes that way. I guess if I press the menu button, then it will say okay and it will start something. The party started. But I wasn't invited, so I don't know what happened there. Photo, if we press menu on photo, nothing happens. So I'm not sure what's going on, what's going down in Funky Town here, but I'm not getting a whole lot of anything going on. So, oh, if you press the middle button, the one that's supposed to turn off the screen, let's do that again. Press this button in the middle. You get a new menu in there, and in there you can have a bunch. Oh, stop doing that. I'm trying to do a demonstration here. DVD and a bunch of other stuff pops up in there. And I guess, man, that's annoying. Oh, if you press plus, it doesn't help. No, that doesn't work. If you press the V plus or V minus, it just screws everything up. Anyhow, that's as far as we're going to get today with this. And I'll do another live stream soon to check more things out and how it works, because I need to actually take care of my nemesis and read it. So I'll see you guys. Thanks for joining me in the live.